Again, I want to start out this video by letting you know these are not real Microtech knives. I want to get that out of the way and let you know I placed an order for some knives to come over from overseas. This is what I received, and they sent it in a Microtech box. I am not a proponent of buying, labeled knives that are not truly the quality of Microtech. So again, I'll show you this video because I got these knives. These are novelty knives. If the company were to just send it in a black box and put their own label on it, I think people could actually resell them and make some money off these. Do not buy these to resell because that's just criminal. I will not resell these knives. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give them as novelty gifts to some friends of mine. But enough of that. Let's jump into the knives. These knives were approximately less than 20 bucks each. As a matter of fact, I got 3 knives, and I believe it was less than $60 because they're a coupon. So you can spend about 56 bucks, get 3 knives, but unfortunately they pretend to be real Microtech. So guys, again, if you're going to buy a real Microtech, buy it. Don't buy these and portray them as real. I'll probably take the pocket clip off of this blade, or this knife, so that it doesn't appear to be there would be no other markings that it's Microtech. So this is the knife. It's an OTF. There are 2 different ones. There's a Tanto blade, and then there's just a standard drop point. Oh, this is the Tanto. Now, this blade right here, no markings on it. I can only imagine what steel it is, like the other one. It's probably a Chinese alphanumeric steel that equates to something in the 440 family. I would imagine a 440A, because that's one of the most common. If it were high end, it might be a 440C, because that costs a little bit more money to produce. Now, this knife has a nice action on it. That's how you make them fail. Grab the blade, make it want to disengage, but hold on to it. Be careful if you ever do that. That is the way you actually do maintenance on them. If you want to take them apart, hold the blade, do the blade back, and then there, when you open it, there's no tension on it so that it'll pop out or anything on you. So, to fix it, for people that have OTF knives, that you get this syndrome, lock it into place, and the knife should function flawlessly again. Now, again, I caution you, this is a knockoff knife. It feels like a knockoff knife. It's super heavy. I don't know why. I don't know what's in here. It feels like just a big old slab of pot metal, because I doubt it's pure stainless steel. The clips on these, this clip is, it's kind of ugly. I mean, it looks like faux stainless steel. It looks like they took some type of metal and painted it silver. But as a novelty knife, it's kind of cool. They could do a lot more business and have a lot more people being resellers if they would take the Microtech logo off. So this is going to be my simple, they call this, I believe when I ordered it, they called it a fine edge. That's what they said this one was. The fine edge. Notice the serrations in it. So it's a serrated fine edge drop point. That's another thing. When you order from China, this blade right here, see how it has the black finish and then the natural stainless? This was supposed to be an all stainless knife, but let's not get nitpicky for 20 bucks, especially when you can't read Mandarin. So when it gets translated, it's lost in translation. Approximately 3 3/4 on the total length of the blade. The cutting edge, once fully extended, is a hair over 3 1/2. These knives are approximately the same length on the blades, same thickness. The finish on them appears to be a rubberized finish. I can't give you exact material details because there are no markings, and even if there were, I don't believe that I would trust them because they're not genuine knives. Does that mean they're bad? Well, as you can see in here, no, I wouldn't consider them bad. Consider them disappointing because, I just wanted some standard OTF knives, and I was going to give it a try. Actually, what inspired me to do this was Ravencrest Tactical. I found out that they order their components from China, hand assemble them, in the United States, do a little work on the knives, change out the springs with a proprietary treated spring, and voila, you get a Ravencrest Tactical OTF. Now, I did some more research, contacted some friends of mine in the business, sorry about that, and I came across one of the suppliers. And so I followed the supply chain back, and I came up with these were actually part of the supply chain. So this is going to be very similar to what you would get from Ravencrest Tactical. May not be 100% exact, but it's similar. Now let's look at blade play. Now I consider north and south, east and west. This is going to be my north and south. So I get some north, very little south, and east and west. I get some east and west play. Now I'll show you that looking at the camera, north and south, east and west. Okay, with my Tanto blade, north and south, a little bit of north, no south, a little bit less east and west, I would say. Maybe more east than west. So, a little bit temperamental on blade play. Don't know if I had to pick out of the two. I don't know which one I would pick. I would say there are things that I like about this blade and the deployment, and there are things that I like about the finish on, say, the pocket clip on this one. They're going to be, let's get that to come up, they're going to be a fairly deep carry in that the pocket clip, once you utilize it, you're only going to have this top part coming out. You can take the glass break off and change out these pocket clips, which I plan on simply removing them so that I don't portray them as true Microtechs. I know there are people out there that are probably going to say, well, then why'd you buy them? Yeah, that's true. But I'm not going to try and resell them or pretend that they're real. Button play. Now this one I like the button on that one. This one, it's pretty sound. It's got a little bit of button play, but the blade on it's really nice. So, copycat clone knives coming from China for 20 bucks. I believe that if you can find these without the Microtech inscriptions on the clip and on the box, it'd be a good deal to get one to have a novelty knife. If it says Microtech, yeah, I'd probably look elsewhere. Otherwise, you're going to get your full satin finish, fine edge blade. I think that's hilarious because obviously it wasn't. And of course I did order the Tanto in the black and the natural stainless. So they got this one right, got this one a little bit wrong. Still, for 20 bucks, somebody's going to be happy when they get these as gifts, minus the pocket clips. Hey, thank you. Have a great day. Happy hunting. And I hope you go out and get yourself the genuine article. Thanks.